This program is brought to you courtesy Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service. And here on this program, consistently we have talked about the blood donation process. We've talked about voluntary blood donation. We've talked about the donors. We've talked about the process your blood goes through from the time you show interest in being a voluntary blood donor until the time that blood is transfused into another living human being. We've also said on this program that your blood is a living organ, all right? And 1 pint can save 3 lives. So no matter what happens here on this program, you get all of the information you require to help you make an informed decision on how to be a voluntary blood donor. My name is Dele Agadumo, and of course, I have Taiwo Oloko, the Quality Assurance Manager, LSBTS, here in the studio. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. Well, we were all supposed to have the Executive Secretary, Dr. Bodunyo Shikomaya, here in the studio.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she had another assignment to fulfill. Yeah. So she can't be here with us today. But today, I will be speaking with Taiwo about the World Hepatitis Day, which is today.
Yes.
But before that, let me quickly give this update and then we'll continue. This one is from the Ebute-Rapmongo axis. It's a slow movement descending from CMS Bridge inward of a canal market, and this is due to high influx of vehicles and also market activities. In and out of vehicular movement in and out of Ofin Canal Market. But immediately after Ofin Canal Market, you have all the way to Ijora Lokba by Nepa intersection is still good. A steady movement will be experienced on Broad Street stretch to Apmongbo underneath the bridge to connect Ofin Canal Market and Ologbo due to closing hour rush in market activities. A good movement continues on Eko Bridge inward Apmongbo to connect CMS and descending Idumota Bridge inward Ebutero, Leventis through UBA roundabout to connect Inner and Outer Marina. It's looking good. Impediment remains negative, and traffic managers are, of course, firmly on ground doing the needful. All right, Taiwo. So let's talk about the World Hepatitis Day. And for those who do not know what it is, let's try to tell them what hepatitis is. And today is celebrated as the World Hepatitis Day, and the year's theme.
Yeah, thank you very much. Today, every year, 28th of July is celebrated as the World Hepatitis Day.
Okay.
And hepatitis, simply put, is an inflammation of the liver. As we all know, the liver is a major organ in the body.
Yes.
It's responsible for a lot of things, including detoxifying the body and production of a number of enzymes and hormones. And if anything affects the liver, it can affect your whole health. And so hepatitis is the inflammation of the liver, and it is a common disease that, has different forms, that comes in different forms.
Okay.
And some of it is preventable, some are treatable, and others can be managed.
Okay.
This is Save Blood Arena, and whatever we talk here has to link up, with blood donation, but I guess we would move to that with subsequent questions. But basically, hepatitis is inflammation of the liver, and it is a serious illness that is better prevented and can be curable depending on the type. So this year's World Hepatitis Day is titled Hepatitis Let's break it down. So basically, the idea is that from the WHO chosen theme,
yes,
and it's that we need to break down the barriers to testing for hepatitis, treating it, managing it, whatever kind of barriers, whether it's social barriers, financial barriers, systemic barriers. Let's break down the barriers so that we can have less people coming up with hepatitis.
Okay. So for hepatitis, we have A, B, C, D, and E.
Yes, generally that's viral hepatitis.
Viral hepatitis.
There are other causes of it that are not related to viruses or infections.
Okay.
But the viral ones are usually the ones that can spread from one human being to the other, especially through some of it through blood donation if the blood is not tested properly, and that's where blood donation comes in. And that's why one of the WHO recommendation for all countries is to test for hepatitis B and hepatitis C viruses.
Okay.
So at the LSBTS we test for these two viruses to be sure that every unit of blood that we give out is free from those viruses.
So I read that the hepatitis can actually be caused, as you said, by viral infections and also by alcohol, toxins, and autoimmune disorders.
Yeah.
So it's not just about through exchange of blood or fluid and all of that, but there can be other causes. And some of the symptoms could range from maybe none. So people may not show symptoms. Others could show symptoms of maybe fatigue, jaundice, abdominal pain, and maybe in severe cases, liver failure.
Yes, and even liver cancer.
Wow.
So hepatitis B and C have been implicated in liver cancer.
Okay.
That's why it's important to test for it, and remove units and prevent them, people that have it, from donating blood such that they don't infect other people.
Okay. So now we've talked a bit about the connection between hepatitis and voluntary blood donation, in the sense that if the blood is not properly tested or screened, then it could lead to a carrier infecting a non-carrier through voluntary blood donation. Is there any other way or connection between hepatitis and voluntary blood donation?
We are basically the system that we create, because one of the theme of this year is break it down, break it down, and it's about breaking down barriers to different aspects of the system that prevents people from knowing their hepatitis status. So what we do at LSBTS, in addition to testing, which is mandatory, which we use some of the highest technology to use chemiluminescence and fourth generation ELISA. But before we get to that stage, the processes that take place, for example, the donor fills a questionnaire or asks questions that shows your state of health.
Yes.
So that's the first stage of elimination. If you are hepatitis B positive, for example, you permanently deferred from donating.
Okay.
Because of the nature of the infection, we don't want it passing into the other person.
Yes.
So we ask all these questions. Some of these questions are asked during, what drug are you taking? What are you taking it for? And things like that. So that's the first line of screening or prevention.
So what happens in a situation where the person probably doesn't even know if they have the hepatitis virus, or maybe because it says that you may have no.
Yes, it does happen. It does happen, and that's why it's the LSBTS is set up in such a way that it's a whole system. So if a donor comes and donates blood, it's a symptomatic person, and it's maybe hepatitis B, infected with hepatitis B, for example. After, when we screen it with our high-tech screening, and we discover that this donor is hepatitis B positive, we do not just leave them. We have a referral system whereby we refer them to the general hospitals closest to them for follow-up, and they take it on from there. So we don't just, do the screening and then leave the donor. And that's the good thing about being voluntary donors. Because when you have voluntary donor, we have your full data. We know we have your phone number, we have your, probably your address and other things, your email, and then we can reach out to you, with regards to the results of the screening, and then the follow-up can take place from there. So that's one of the reasons why it's better to be a voluntary donor than the other types of donors where sometimes they hide information and they don't want to disclose their real identity.
So for voluntary blood donors, they're screened for hepatitis B and D,
hepatitis
B
B and C. And also HIV 1 and 2 and syphilis.
Syphilis. Okay. So what happens with A, D, and E? They're not screened for those. I think is it because they are minor or how?
Well, A, for example, is orophycal transmission, so it's not transmitted through blood. Transfusion, so there's no need to screen for that at the blood service. Maybe some other services or organizations may need to screen for that. Maybe for food handlers and things like that. They may need to, screen for that. But at the blood service, you cannot get hepatitis A from blood transfusion, so we don't screen for that. So D, likewise, D is linked to B, so most times once once you screen for the B, it covers for the D, and then if there's any issue, you do the proper referral. And E is also orophycal, so it's not
the concentration
screening.
Is on the B and C.
Yes, and those are the ones that have been implicated in liver cancers. And they're more transmissible than the others. B, for example, is very transmissible. It's said that if it's on the surface and the surface is not well cleaned, it can spread it easily from the surfaces. On this infected surfaces.
So there's always a need to be careful.
Absolutely. In the laboratory, we treat all samples as infectious.
All right, it's still Safe Blood Arena on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and we are discussing World Hepatitis Day 2025 with the theme Hepatitis. Let's break it down. So that's what we're trying to do today, and that's why. We've always talked about it on this program that when you come to donate blood, your blood is screened, as carefully, painstakingly screened for hepatitis B, for hepatitis C, HIV 1 and 2, and also for syphilis. So now you know why it's just for B and C. So now, for voluntary blood donors, you said a few moments ago that even when a voluntary blood donor comes forward to donate, and he or she doesn't know that they're infected with hepatitis, during the screening process, definitely the results will come out and they will show that. But they are not left alone.
Absolutely not.
They're not left to just wander off into the sunset as if nothing has happened.
No.
They are referred for treatment, which is a good thing. So it also adds to the fact that people can still come forward. At least it's not costing them anything.
No, definitely. I mean, just come forward. If you're fit, if you feel healthy, and then you want to donate blood, come forward and donate blood. And then the blood gets screened exactly, and then a lot of people discover that they have the hepatitis B infection through the donation process. And then we ensure that they get the right management and treatment. After that, but it shouldn't deter anybody from
coming forward.
Rather, it should actually encourage them. And then also, the good thing about it is that when you know that. The good thing about today, marking the day like this, is that it helps people to prevent, getting infected. You know that hepatitis B and C, for example, get transmitted through body fluids, and hepatitis B is also sexually transmitted. So you need, as a voluntary donor, you need to protect yourself so that you can continue to save lives, on a regular basis.
So for voluntary blood donors now, let's just build on what you have just said, that hepatitis B can be transmitted sexually. And so a voluntary blood donor must learn to protect themselves or walk away. So how else can voluntary blood donors prevent hepatitis infection? And if they find that probably after donation they have become infected, what should they do, or how should they handle it?
Thank you very much for that question. The basic things that has been preached: avoid sharing sharp objects. Avoid sharing sharp objects is the basic thing. If you're going to share a sharp object for whatever reason, ensure that it is sterilized
and with somebody who is not infected. How would you even
But the best thing, so assume every other person is infected. Just avoid sharing sharp objects.
Okay.
Protect yourself during sexual encounters, and avoid and ensure. One of the most important thing is ensure if you or a relative needs blood donation or needs blood transfusion rather. Ensure that it's gotten from a licensed, registered, Lagos State licensed blood bank.
Okay.
Don't just pick it up from wherever and maybe because of cost of or whatever reason and expect it to be free. Ensure you verify. And the good thing about it is digitalization that is coming up now. You can actually just do a scan of the QR code of the sticker on the blood bag from the Lagos State's blood transfusion.
You
can verify the details on the blood bag. And that's one of the advantages of digitalization because you can verify things easily.
Okay.
It's not just because there's a sticker on it then you assume it's okay. After seeing the sticker, do scan the QR code, and then you verify the authenticity of the sticker. You see the details of the blood unit. You see you see that it's been screened for hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and it's negative for these things.
Okay.
And then you're more confident.
But it doesn't show the name of the donor.
Definitely not. No. Absolutely not. And like the US said the last time she was here, we are compliant with the data protection laws of Lagos and Nigeria. So
confidentiality is
absolutely,
high up there.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, then it's still Safe Blood Arena on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We have been speaking with Taiwo Oloko. He's the Quality Assurance Manager, LSBTS. Quickly, an earlier reported impediment at NNPC filling station in Ward Berger, opposite Solid Rock Church. That's a 12-tower truck is now off the road. So you have a better access to continue your journey. Particularly at Papa Axis, the movement of vehicles around Boundary Roundabout is slow as a result of commercial bus activities and pickup hour rush. From Boundary to Arakan Military Cantonment is still good. Marine Beach bus stop in Ward Ijora, we have a fast movement at the moment. And the movement of vehicles from Ijora Olokpa through the High Bridge to Total up and Danlami up is a fast one. Outdoor journey Apapa from Point Road through the Marine Bridge to connecting Igomo, you have a fast movement as well. And Igomo impediment is negative, while traffic managers are on ground doing the needful. So for the World Hepatitis Day, which is today, and the theme is hepatitis, let's break it down. So we're breaking down hepatitis, we're breaking down the causes, the immediate causes of hepatitis, and the symptoms and the resultant effect on the liver especially, and the blood, and how it impacts voluntary blood donation. For people who have an interest in becoming voluntary blood donors, but they find that during the screening process, they find that they are infected with hepatitis B, which may be asymptomatic.
Yeah.
For then, aside from referring them for treatment, I know that it could be quite traumatic, like having to counsel an HIV 1 or 2 positive person. How does the LSBTS assist them to get through that process, knowing that, one, they have become infected? Is it treatable? Number one question. Number two question, will they still be able to donate blood, voluntarily donate blood at any point in time? So those 2 questions.
Okay. We have a robust referral system. We have working relationships with the General Hospital Lagos, with LASUTH and General Hospitals.
Okay.
When we do we recheck.
Okay.
We do not just assume
that it's all clear.
Yeah. So we check. If we get that, then we start the referral process. So a call is pulled through to the donor, and the donor is asked to come around, and there's a counseling that goes, that takes place before the person, gets the results. So we're not just going to, call you on the phone and tell you that you're this and then find your way. No. We're going to invite you. You're going to be counseled, and the result is going to be revealed. And then after that, a referral is going to be placed to the hospital of your choice, which is the government facility. Of course, if you want a private, you can go for it. It's your choice at the end of the day. But basically, hepatitis, some of them are preventable, some of them are vaccines. Hepatitis B, for example, as a vaccine that's very potent and lasts many years.
The vaccine is you have to take the vaccine before it happens, or before, if at all it's going to happen.
Yeah, you take the vaccine before it happens. Most health workers, for example, the government actually makes provision for vaccination for health workers.
How many years does it last?
It lasts 10 years. If you take a full three, it's a 3-dose vaccine. It lasts 10 years. After that, you take another dose, and then it lasts another 10 years. And it's quite effective. So it's preventable. So it's not just all doom. It's preventable. And then if for whatever reason someone's got it and wanted to donate and discovered during the donation process, we have a robust referral system that ensures that the person gets the best care, in Lagos.
So yes.
Okay, now you also asked about treatment.
Yes.
Hepatitis C is actually curable in most cases. Over 95% of it gets cured. But hepatitis B is not considered to be curable. But treatable. So the viral load goes down, and the antibodies go down. The antigens also reduce. But it's not considered curable. So someone with confirmed hepatitis B, because even at the referral stage, when you referred, you're going to run a battery of tests to actually confirm it, fully confirm it. So if it's confirmed, yes, the drugs and treatments that will be given and administered, but it's not considered curable. So such a person would probably have to be permanently deferred from donating blood. But being deferred from donating blood doesn't mean that you cannot campaign and ask other people to donate blood. Because the importance of having a safe blood supply. So it's only those that we're sure that would not, lead to others getting infected that, be encouraged to donate. So it is not doom. It is treatable. Hepatitis C is really mostly curable, and the others are not as serious as those two.
So as we round off, we've talked about how digitalization improves blood safety and quality in Lagos. So let's just run through that a bit with a few minutes we have left.
So I'll just reiterate what I said with regards to this particular topic we're discussing. This is World Hepatitis Day and hepatitis infections. So if when someone procures unit of blood or the the healthcare provider, and they scan the QR code on the LSBTS label blood. Do not forget, Lagosians, all units of blood transfused in Lagos State should have the LSBTS logo, sticker with it that has the logo and the QR codes and the barcodes that gives information about all the necessary information about the unit. So when you scan the QR code, you're going to get the details of the unit of blood. Where the blood group, feelings, and that's ensures safety. So when you're transfusing blood and you think that syphilis, you're confident. So digitalization actually makes it better, because before, when you just see the sticker, there's no way of confirming the sticker except you put a call through, which is not usually possible in a lot of cases, especially emergency cases. But right now, in the comfort of the bedside or the clinic, just scan, the QR code, and you get the authenticity. Of course, if you scan it and it's not giving you, you know that there's something wrong somewhere, and you refrain from transfusing such units, and acquire units that give you the right information.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Being in the studio. Yes, you've answered all of our questions. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so we have been speaking with Taiwo Oloko. He is the Quality Assurance Manager, LSBTS. We were supposed to also have the Executive Secretary, Dr. Boduri Oshikumaya, here today, but she couldn't make it. She had another assignment that needed her urgent attention. We have talked about World Hepatitis Day 2025, which is today, and with the theme Hepatitis, Let's Break It Down. And we hope we have been able to break it down enough for you to take an informed decision and also begin to protect yourself. We cannot stress that enough. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you want to do, or whoever it is you want to do it with, please always protect yourself. And a word is enough for the wise. Always protect yourself because of the long-term effects. So thank you again, Taiwo, for being in the studio today.
Thank you.
All right, so big thanks goes to everyone at the LSBTS and the Ministry of Health. And thank you also goes to Victor Terry and our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. Safe Blood Arena comes your way every Monday at 4:30 p.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Good evening. Thank you for listening. My name is Dele Agadumo.